Hello, everybody. This is Alan Devlin with Atlanta News First here at the First Alert Desk. Thank you so much for being with me this fine Wednesday. We're going to run through a couple of our top stories today, some that are more local and some that are more national, as we always give to you every single time. I want to jump right into it, cut to the chase. Most importantly, I guess for the local area right now, there was a suspicious package found earlier today at Georgia Tech's campus. And it was concerning because originally law enforcement said that there was fentanyl inside and 6 people were exposed to the fentanyl. Carly Barnett's there right now. She's putting this one together. We just found out here in the last 30 minutes or so that substance that was left inside the suspicious package, and I want to make sure I get the address right. The Crone Engineered Biosystems building on Georgia Tech's campus was actually sugar. It was not fentanyl, nor was it some kind of dangerous substance. It was sugar. So whoever sent this package left a threatening letter attached to it. So their intention was to scare, but necessarily not to harm. Nevertheless, the fire department and the police department, Georgia Tech Police Department, are working to figure out where it came from, because it did get that building evacuated for quite some time earlier today. And there was a lot of people that were concerned because you've got this, random white substance inside a package left without anybody's address on it and a threatening letter attached to it. But lo and behold, it was just sugar. So a little bit of a happy ending there. All 6 of those people are perfectly fine, obviously. Before they even knew it was sugar, they weren't showing any symptoms of fentanyl exposure. As you know, fentanyl can be deadly in very, very, very small doses. So thankfully, this wasn't that. It was just sugar. The next story I want to talk to you guys about is a story that's been continuing now for a while. A 14-year-old girl out of Gwinnett County has been missing for the last 2 weeks, and the last time she was seen was on surveillance video leaving her school in Gwinnett County, putting her stuff underneath her sister's car, including her debit card, her computer, her backpack, and then disappearing, her phone turning off as well. She has not made contact with her family for 2 weeks, and they're just desperately trying to find her. Take a listen.
Yes, I do believe she's in danger. I don't even want to think about the worst scenario. I just want her to come home.
A week ago, the father of a missing Gwinnett County 14-year-old begged the public and police to take his daughter's case seriously. Now Ashley Nevaeh Bell's been missing for 2 weeks. The family says it wasn't until Atlanta News First got involved that the investigation into the teen's disappearance is getting the attention it deserves. Gwinnett County Police, now leading the investigation, believe Nevaeh is in danger.
Ashley has not been active on her social media. And to our knowledge, she doesn't have access to a car or any cash, so we don't know who's taking care of her or if she's trying to take care of herself.
Parkview High School security cameras show the freshman walking off campus on Wednesday, May 24th. Campus police say Nevaeh put her laptop and book bag under her 17-year-old sister's car in the parking lot and put her debit card on top of the car's windshield. Nobody's seen the 14-year-old since. Nevaeh's father, Ramon Bell, worries she may have been communicating with someone online.
I think somebody coached her through this because she don't walk nowhere.
Gwinnett County School Police, who were originally leading the investigation, told Atlanta News First they were working to get into Nevaeh's apps remotely for clues to her whereabouts. Gwinnett County Police say they'll be doing the same thing, along with using other resources campus police didn't have. But Nevaeh's family fears precious time has already been wasted.
It's unfortunate that they feel like Ashley's case was neglected. It was never neglected.
So hopefully we find her. She's found soon. 14 years old. Think about where you were at 14 and how much you needed from your parents or whoever was watching you, older siblings, taking care of you, just to be out there in the world, possibly by herself or with someone who has convinced her that she needs to be away from her family at this age. Hopefully she is okay. The Gwinnett County Police Department is involved now, and they are looking for her. Hopefully we find her real soon. The next story I want to talk to you guys about is one that everybody has just been shocked by all day long. My goodness. I want to pull up oh, here it is. Okay, so bingo, there it is. This stuff going down in the Northeast, these California wildfires. Mike, have you seen some of the video coming out of New York City, Philadelphia, up north? I'm sorry, one of my web producers just corrected me. I don't know, what did I even say? Oh, California. Yeah, I'm sorry. Canadian wildfires. My bad. Out of Canada. These wildfires are raging right now in some of Canada's national parks, and it is greatly impacting the Northeast. Look at this video here. Look at some of these images. This is New York City. This is not a movie. This is not a filter. And it's because of these wildfires right here continuing to burn out of control that they say right now. Major cities are, it's insane to even look at, and it's impacting travel all over the place. Look at this right here. This is a video, right? This is not a photo. Again, this is not a filter. This is New York City. And so the entire question is, how long is this going to last? How long are we going to be looking at images like this? You can barely see the World Trade Center. You can barely see anything. And it's just incredible. Look, so this is not just impacting New York City. This is impacting Atlanta as well. Why? Because not only is some of that haze making its way to the south, not necessarily nearly as bad as we're going to see in New York, but it's impacting flights in and out of LaGuardia, and as well as airports all up and down the East Coast. That's kind of where I want to go right now, because Hartsfield is the busiest airport in the world, and it is feeling some of those cancellations and those delays and those impacts. And so we've got CBS here to talk a little bit about what exactly travel impacts are hitting Atlanta if you plan on traveling here in the next couple of days.
New York shows skyscrapers engulfed in orange-red haze. Thick smoke from ongoing wildfires in Canada causing New York's LaGuardia and Newark Liberty International airports to halt flights Wednesday. Here in Atlanta,
when we were leaving, it was starting to get bad. You can see the haze coming in. We were going from Times Square to LaGuardia.
Travelers coming back to Hartsfield-Jackson from New York.
Yesterday and today, when you open the curtain at the hotel room, you can only see like 3-4 buildings in front of you. Anything beyond that is gone.
Amazed at how quickly conditions changed.
We had no idea that there were ground stops.
In one of its latest updates, the FAA stated it had slowed traffic to and from New York area airports due to reduced visibility. The agency continues to monitor the situation. Meanwhile, travelers back home grateful to be out just in time.
I'm glad we're here. We finally got back to Atlanta.
Woo! I'm glad. I was just in New York about 2.5 weeks ago. I'm glad I was there then and not there now, because who knows if you were even going to be able to make it or not. Last thing I want to leave you guys with is possibly some good news, at least for one of you. A lottery ticket for the Mega Millions was sold, a winning ticket, I should say, was sold right here in Georgia. It was not a jackpot winner. It was a $1 million ticket, but it's $1 million, guys, and it's unclaimed right now. So if you bought a ticket in last night's drawing in any capacity, check your ticket, please, because one of you guys listening to my voice might be $1 million richer. And I'm jealous because I'm sitting here thinking about, I wonder what would happen if I had bought that ticket and won. What would I do? Well, one of you guys gets to make that decision for yourself, whether it be paying off student debt, or maybe buying a house or a car, whatever it is. $1 million is $1 million. But that unclaimed jackpot for the Mega Millions continues to rise. Nobody won that nationwide. So if you want to go out and buy your ticket tonight, you totally can, and you have a chance to win that jackpot. It sits upwards of $300 million right now, which is a whole lot more than $1 million. But honestly, I'll take any free cash. If it's free cash, it's going in my pocket. I don't care. So now we're going to jump over to weather. As always, we've got meteorologist Patrick Pete joining me here talking about what's coming up in the next 5 days. Patrick, pretty good, pretty decent. No wildfire smoke that's blocking our view of the Pencil Building, thankfully.
Nah, it's a mixed bag as far as the forecast is concerned. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about much more smoke or haze than we saw today. So I know some of you saw it out there. It was a little light. Thankfully, nothing compared to what folks out there were dealing with. Meanwhile, the forecast over the course of the next couple of days is going to take us on a ride. Now, if you were with us yesterday or you've checked in with us at any point this week, we had about a 40% chance of some showers in the forecast for tomorrow with the cold front. The good news, that front is weakening, and so we think that there's going to be less moisture available. So we've dropped that rain chance down to about 20%, and we expect any showers that develop along that front to be very weak and to be pretty short-lived. So that's great news. And then behind that will be a couple of dry days. So Friday is the pick of the week. Mid-80s low humidity, lots of sun. Going to be gorgeous out there. Heading into Saturday, we're back to 90 degrees as far as the forecast is concerned. So above average, warm. Some people do call that hot. Humidity creeps up as we head into Sunday as a warm front lifts into the area. And we're looking at two first alerts, Sunday and Monday. A warm front brings showers and storms Sunday into Monday, and then Monday a cold front slides through and brings more instability. So really honing in on those 2 days. Those are the days where we think the weather's actually going to be the most impactful, so you want to stay weather aware. Make all your plans to be outside for the weekend on Saturday. Here's that front sliding through the area tomorrow, noticing a couple of sprinkles here and there, but nothing that's organized. That line really falling apart. Maybe a stray afternoon pop-up, but the remainder of the day is really just going to be gorgeous. Temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler on the backside of that front. Also, a few more clouds around throughout the day, especially as that front starts to sink through the region. Upper 60s earlier in the morning, and then climbing into the upper 70s for the afternoon. So we're talking 84, 85 around the 5 o'clock hour. Definitely cooler than the upper 80s that we saw today. Meanwhile, we are looking at a mix of sun and clouds to start off your morning. Temperatures that are going to be in the 60s for your Friday, getting into the upper 70s, near 80 around lunchtime, and then only climbing a few more degrees. So gorgeousness out there. Nice northerly component to the wind. That's going to bring in that dry air, those lower dew points, which means it's going to feel fantastic outside. Meanwhile, eyes ahead to the first alerts, the first of which will arrive on Sunday. So we could see a spotty afternoon shower, but the bulk of that rain starts to lift northward as we head into the middle to late afternoon, and unfortunately waves of rain through the evening will be in the cards. Rumbles of thunder for sure. And then here comes that cold front on Monday, keeping instability around. So we are expecting clouds with some isolated showers earlier on in the day. Guidance has that front actually sinking south and eastward as we head into the afternoon. So it looks like, at least with this timing right now, Monday afternoon's commute could be a bit messy and a bit slow for folks. Listen, I was on 85 yesterday grabbing a bite to eat on my lunch break, which I took a little bit earlier than I normally do. And I saw 4 accidents in about a 3-mile stretch. So we definitely want to pack our patience as we're getting on the roads, especially with these first alerts and these rain opportunities that are going to be moving through the area. That front should slide through the area sometime Monday into Tuesday, and on the backside of that, temperatures are going to eventually rebound. We'll have less instability around, so a lower chance for showers. We're really talking a summer-like pattern at this point as we head into the middle of next week. Highs are going to gradually be climbing into the upper 80s. So I hope that everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday. It is Wind Down Wednesday, I believe. Yes, and the recommendation for tonight, since it is a little bit warm, we're going to go with a Pinot Grigio, something cold, to simmer you down a little bit. And I guess we're going to be talking about a lot of white wine over the course of the next few weeks because temperatures are just going to keep getting warmer. But that's what we're here for. Maybe when there's an actual chance for some showers and storms, you can drink a nice Malbec or something. But in the meantime, I'm going to sign off and leave you all with this 7-day forecast. Notice that our teams are busy finding out the news of the day for you. Meteorologist Frank Campagna is getting some fresh information to give you guys some updates on these rain chances that we're going to be dealing with later on in the week. And you can catch that update at 9, another one at 10, or at 11. You choose. Have a good night.